you're doing well. It's middle of November. J.M. Wood here, Honey Hole Farms, Fayetteville, Georgia. It's pretty warm, has been warm over the last several weeks. Just saw the first group of sandhill cranes come down yesterday, so seems like it ought to start cooling off pretty quick. That's always a sign for me. I know it's coming when that happens. But today I'm gonna check on a couple of hives. There's a lot of good activity. They're out flying like crazy. The bees are doing a good job. But I also wanna use this time just to pick up a few of those hives. I'm gonna pick up the back of them and get a feel for what I got. Is there enough honey on them to last through the winter, or if it starts to get really cold, do I need to add some sugar bricks or what? So I'm gonna do that. They call it hefting, but I want to do that just to get a good sense of what's on each one of these hives as I go deeper into winter. Okay, stay with me. All right, well here's the first little hive. You can hear them. Set this down, see if you can hear that noise. Well, you can really hear them fanning inside. Lots of good activity. They're coming and going. Lots of activity on the front landing board here, and good looking little hive. But you can absolutely hear this hive humming away inside. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take off the brick on top. I'm gonna clean this off just a little bit. Now for me, I like a ratchet strap, so I'm gonna take these ratchet straps off just to allow me to really pick up and see how heavy currently I feel like this little single deep is. Okay, well I got that ratchet strap off. I'm just simply gonna come to this front board, kind of feel it. I'm gonna push this back just a little bit so it comes back past where I can pick it up. Yeah, this is a pretty light little box. It might have maybe 15-20 pounds of honey on it. I'm gonna watch this one. I do not want to open it right now. I don't need to do that, but it gives me a good sense of how much is on this little box right here. I'm gonna watch it, and then in the not too distant future, what I may do is pop the top off, add a shim in here if I need to, and just put a little sugar patty that I've made up. Not just straight sugar, but sugar that's a sugar brick I've mixed with a little bit of vinegar and other things that allow them to digest it. But I'm not going to do that right now, so I know to watch this one. Okay, well here's the next little hive. They're not nearly as loud, so it'll be interesting to see what's going on, what the weight is on this one. But good activity. You can see they're really cleaning off some of those bees that are coming back, getting any little bit of pollen or nectar. Of course, there's not a lot here. I have been doing some outdoor feeding about 200 yards away, so they may still be bringing some of that in, and I'm trying to just allow them to beef up what's left inside, any resources they need, by just doing it with some outdoor feeding when it's warm like it is. And I always make sure and do that at least 200 yards away. So let's pick this one up and see what we think. Okay, we got the next one loose. This one's got it where I can reach underneath the back without having to move it much. Well, I can really feel the weight difference on this one. There's a lot more resources on here. And I remember they had a fair number of frames that were really built out well. So I feel a little bit better about this one. It's definitely heavier. Probably got 25 pounds of honey on it, single deep. In the south like I am here, should be okay, but we may have to put a brick on it as well, just depending on how cold it gets. Okay, now this is a pretty hive. It's got a super that I left on it. Should be much heavier because there was a lot of honey up top and I just left them on there, but you can see there's a good bit of activity out here. Just a gorgeous day. They're doing their thing, so I'm going to give it a lift and see what we think. Okay, take the brick off of this one. Undo the strap a little bit, give it some room. Alright, that'll be plenty there. And I'll just reach under here, pick this up. Be very careful. Okay, yeah, it's definitely got a lot more weight on it. So this thing's probably got 30 pounds up top and another maybe 10 pounds down at the bottom. So if I can leave that much weight going in, shouldn't have to feed this one, and they are a healthy little group of bees. So we're gonna just let them stay like they are and recognize that they got probably 6 to 8 frames worth of built out honey in the top. Okay, that one looks good. Okay, now here's the last one. It's a single deep. You can see it's got a lot of good activity at the front though. So I'm going to pop this one loose. See what kind of weight we got on it. I would expect maybe 20, 25 pounds of honey on it, something like that. I'm just going to grab it from the bottom here. Well, this one's heavier. This one's probably got at least 30 pounds, at least. All right, so it's in great shape. Okay, well that was fun. Right here in the middle of November. Really hasn't gotten cold here yet in in central Georgia. I'll tell you, I think reading about the history of beekeeping and all that, Hefting Hives has been around for a long time. But I do think it's an interesting way. You can do a lot of things to figure out if your bees have enough resources for winter. But the reality is that, just getting a feel for how heavy your hives are, knowing how much resources they got on it. Hefting is a simple way to just go check them without having to get in the bees. And you can feel, hey, is this thing a little light for winter? Or, man, they got a lot of resources on this hive. So taking a bunch of single deeps, I checked on 3 of those today, but, comparing single deeps, how each one of them weigh, it's pretty easy to see which ones are probably in great shape and might be able to even share a resource maybe. Or if I just need to do a little bit more outdoor feeding while it's good and warm, let them stock up. Or if I need to put sugar bricks on eventually. So, okay, well, if you like, subscribe. God bless.